Hi, Brianna. Thank you for coming in today. How have you been?
Hi. I've been pretty good. Just busy with work and raising kids and all that that entails.
Well, good, good. So, can you tell me a little bit of a reason that you were coming here today?
Well, I went in for my doctor checkup like I try to do every year. Not always every year, but try to. And my doctor kind of mentioned that, when I told him I was a smoker, he said, well, that's probably not for the best. And he expressed some concerns, especially since I've got a couple young kids living in the house with me. So he referred me to you for some smoking cessation therapy options, kind of stuff like that. So,
Okay. Did he kind of explain some reasons, some why he was suggesting?
yeah, I don't know. I had so many people in my family that smoked, and they lived to be like 100. So I kind of take the doctor's things with a grain of salt because I just don't think it's like that for everybody. But he brought up lung cancer, which is the big one that they always talk about. But what kind of scared me the most is, that my smoking might affect my kids, even if I'm not smoking in the house with them. But I just worry that they're being affected by this, they might be being exposed to some of the like toxins and stuff that I guess are in cigarettes. So I think I need to make that leap and start working towards not smoking, just so I can make sure my kids stay healthy.
Gotcha. Well, I what I'm hearing is that your family is, a big motivator of, maybe making a change, and that you really value your kids and your family life. And, that can be kind of a driving force to maybe help you if this is something you choose to change. It is something when you've got, people around you that are smoking, it can be kind of a daunting feeling to think that you're going to try and stop something that you've been doing for a while. Um, and have you ever tried stopping smoking before, or any other?
Um, when I first started smoking, it was just kind of like I would smoke when I drank, or it was just kind of a social thing that I did. And then it just kind of became a habit. I wait tables, so that was about the only time I could get out to have a break is if I went out and had a cigarette. And then just kind of became the culture. And I kind of tried every now and again, but I didn't really try too hard. Uh, I got down to where I was only having a couple cigarettes a day, but then some kind of stressful stuff happened at work, and it just was I just felt like I needed it to get through it all, just kind of help calm my nerves and stuff. So I'm smoking about a pack a day right now, and I know that's a lot. So I really like to work on that.
Well, the fact that you're here and kind of facing that obstacle, and is at least showing that, a part of you wants to make that change. And, that's a really good step that you are making.
Well,
Um,
thank you.
yeah, I think that you're definitely going to have your challenges, um, and that's kind of the part of our sessions, is to kind of work through those challenges and see what works for you. Um,
Okay.
so if you, um, what kind of worries you the most about smoking? What do you think would work for you if you tried to stop smoking?
Um, I guess the reason I smoke is just to deal with stress. Um, I've got a pretty stressful job. I'm kind of I work in an office and there's just always a lot going on. There's a lot of pressure. So smoking just kind of helps calm me down when I get really stressed out. I get anxiety sometimes. And when I feel that coming on, I just feel like I need a cigarette to just kind of cope with it. So I guess if I could find better ways of dealing with that stress and that anxiety, it might be easier to kind of give that up. Um, I guess something to calm myself down or to handle that stress a little bit better would probably be a healthier option than smoking. So
I think that's a really good idea, and that's a really good of you to be able to kind of evaluate kind of what external pressures, how they affect you, and maybe stem down to the reason why you smoke. And I applaud you for kind of realizing, sometimes stress and anxiety and things like that are big, uh, reasons that you try to release. It is a release.
mhm.
Do you have any ideas or like of something else that you could do or that would work for you instead of smoking?
Um, I used to be an athlete. I used to really enjoy working out and all of that stuff. I used to really love running. And when I was in high school and even in college, it really kind of helped. Whenever I was feeling stressed, I would just go for a run or something and kind of get those endorphins going. And I usually felt a lot better after that, and it kind of gave me time to think too and calm down. So I'd say that's probably what I used before. But then I got kind of out of shape, and with kids and having to keep up with the housework and have dinner on the table every night, I just didn't really have a lot of time for myself or to go running. So um, I don't know. Maybe if I found a time during the day to kind of start working towards that. I'm kind of nervous because I've been smoking for a while now, and kind of going upstairs sometimes is a tough thing. So I'm a little worried about that as far as running or anything like that. So I guess that's a kind of another little concern that I have.
Yeah. You just kind of, it seems that, you know, you have something, an outlet. That's what's really important. And it can seem discouraging if you're trying to do something that you liked before and trying to eliminate that. I can see where that could be a little scary.
Yeah.
Make that choice. And our lives are full of all different kinds of stressors, and you can always find something in there. So how, if you don't mind me asking, how confident are you that you could try and stop smoking on a scale of like 0 to 10? Like 0, not confident at all, and 10 being extremely confident that I can make this choice and stop smoking.
Um, I would say maybe a 6. Yeah, I'd say a 6.
Okay, so you kind of leaning more towards that confidence. Why would you choose a 6 and not a, a 8?
Um, well, it's hard. I know that cigarettes are addictive. Obviously, that's kind of what's locked me in for so long. I would say I'm at a 6 because I do want to make a change. I'm just not really sure how to go about it, and that kind of scares me a little bit. I feel like the times I've tried before, I've just tried to kind of quit cold turkey, and I just went right back into it like within a couple days. So I feel like I would need a plan before I could really start trying to move towards that, I guess.
Okay. Are you willing to kind of work towards that and try to make a plan during these sessions?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I kind of just need someone to help me, to tell me what to do, or help me figure out what to do, because I have no idea how to go about doing it, you know.
And I completely understand that, and I think that you've made some really good points of what can motivate you, like your family. You've already chosen something that could possibly be a different outlet, like exercising. Um, you know, no one can force you to make that change, or for you to stop smoking. And I certainly just want to be that support for you, and hope that I can just help guide you to find ways that um, will work for you in this process. And I think you've given some really good points that could help you move in this direction.
Yeah, I appreciate that you want to help. When I went to the doctor, I kind of already knew what he was going to say, and it just felt like he just told me, well, you need to stop smoking, and he didn't really offer any help or any plan, or any, he just referred me to you. And I was a little worried that you were just going to kind of say the same thing, because how much can there be to it? Just don't do it anymore. But unless you smoke, or know what it feels like, you can't just tell someone not to do it. Like, that's not how it works.
Oh yes, yes, and it is. I realize that it's something that if you've done it for a long time, it's something addicting, just like someone eating sweets and doing those, just having something that you kind of rely on that helps you de-stress and to do those things, um, helps us to kind of function in life. And I certainly don't want to, tell you what to do, but I think that you're in the right direction of making a change. Before we kind of close our session, if I could ask you, like, um, if you were completely successful in stopping smoking, um, and making that change that you're wanting to make, how do you think that would be different for you? How do you think that would help you?
um well, like I said earlier, I worry about my kids' health, and I worry about my health. And as I mentioned, I kind of struggle even going up a flight of stairs, because I feel like the smoking has kind of already taken a toll. So, I want to be able to go and play with my kids on the playground and run around and have a good time with them, and kind of do that stuff. And I want to get back, working out regularly and being able to, walk more than 20 feet without getting out of breath. So I guess it would be better, and I could see myself, you know, working out, and being just, a better mom, being more involved, and kind of helping my kids um, have fun, and enjoy life, and not being like, oh, that's my mom, she smokes, or, potentially endangering them, or making them unhealthy because of my choices. So.
Well, that's really good that you recognize that, and I applaud you for coming here today, and really appreciate you coming to talk to me about this. And I think it is um, something that I don't think it's something impossible that you can't do. And it's definitely going to be a challenging thing, but you've got a lot of really positive outlook on it, and I think that um, just taking it day by day. There's going to be times when you day slip up and feel like you really need a cigarette. And then there may be days that, you know, you won't have any. And, you know, that's just part of the challenge. And you've got to keep your kids in your, you know, in mind. And all of these motivating factors will definitely help you throughout this. And so I
Yeah.
just appreciate you coming to talk to me, and hopefully next session we can kind of, maybe you can try some of the exercising as your outlet if you know, you have time, and see how that might work for you, and be helpful in de-stressing. And then, you know, if that doesn't work, we can venture out and try something else that you might be interested in doing.
Yeah. I think I'll start, maybe going for a walk after work or something like that, just to get going. But yeah, thank you so much. I feel a lot better about this. I feel like it's not so scary.
Well, good. And so I'll see you next session.
Okay, see ya.